just going to come on and talk a little bit about some DIY solutions that you can do for skincare that I do. And these are these are the mixtures that have worked for me. I've kind of taken them from all different like recipes here and there. Most of these DIY solutions that Young Living also provides, they make their own that you can purchase too. But I have all the oils, so I like to make recipes when I have time. But I've also said before that when there isn't a lot of time, being able to just go buy, purchase pre-made, so to speak, solutions is awesome too. One of the things I will say, a couple things first. Good skincare starts from within. We've talked about that so much. Gut health is huge. They say like your skin is like a window. So whatever is going on in the inside reveals itself on the outside. So I would say first and foremost, as always, water. Drink a ton of water. That is going to be probably one of the most impactful things for your skin and for your body in general. Second is get your vitamins, get your supplements in. Whatever that might be, we offer amazing, high quality supplements that can support whole body health, but also skin health. So having said that, the other piece, if we're going to go into DIYs, I would say that when you are creating your DIY skin solutions, you want to be cognizant of adding moisture, because actually essential oils have so many amazing benefits for your health and your skin and your body, but they can actually be somewhat drying to your skin. So you want to get the benefits of these essentials, but you also need to include that hydration too. So just keep that in mind. There's actually one essential oil called Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood, which I have in a couple of my DIYs, that oil, your skin actually absorbs some moisture. So it's awesome. It's one of the only oils that is super moisturizing. So I use that around my eyes, anywhere that I think might specifically need it. So I'm going to just show you a couple things that I really, really like. First of all, well, I'll start with, what I'm going to start with is kind of just my evening skin routine, because I think that's the most labor intensive, for lack of a better word, but not really. All right, so this is not a DIY. This is from Young Living. It's called their Mira Luminous Cleanser. So what I do with this is I basically put 3 pumps in my hand at night. It is an oil-based cleanser, and I was shied away from it for so long. And actually my sister told me it was amazing. And I just figured putting so much oil to clean my skin seemed counterintuitive, but this is awesome. So 3 pumps in your hand, rub it all over your face. And then I take, I don't know if you guys are like muslin, like they make baby blankets out of this stuff too, but I get them on Amazon. They're washcloths, muslin washcloths. And they just kind of a little bit of abrasiveness to them, or roughness. And I wet it with warm hot water and wipe my whole face down. And then I go ahead and I'll use my facial cleanser. But that takes all the makeup off. So then I use my cleanser, and then I use a toner, which is what I make. I make my toner, and this has, I put rose water glycerin. You can use Bronner's, oh my God, what am I trying to say? Witch hazel. You can do that. And I add geranium. I add 20 drops of geranium in this, which is, where is it? All my little mixtures here. 20 drops of geranium, which is so good for your skin, and peppermint. Okay, that is, and I just spray it all over my face, and it feels amazing. It's a great toner. And then one of my favorite things is the glow serum. Okay, so I get this little dropper, and it's about, I think this is a 2-ounce dropper, I want to say. And I take that and I put, so we all know that frankincense is amazing for your skin. So I take 20 drops of geranium, 20 drops of frankincense, 20 drops of ylang ylang. These are all really, really good for your skin. And 20 drops of Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood. Again, I mentioned that earlier. This is the one that actually is really good for adding moisture to your skin. Okay, and then I put all that in this bottle, and then I take rosehip oil, or you can use argan oil, or a combination of the two, and fill the rest of the bottle up. I use like probably half this bottle to add to this, and shake it up. And then you'll just take like just a dropper. So you can just take like, I would take 3 drops, put it in my hand, and then, oh my God, it smells so good, and put it all over my face. Okay, that is your serum. We also make a serum, but I actually ran out of the renewal serum that Young Living makes. And so again, I made my own, and it is amazing. It's so, so good for your skin. And it does not, the rosehip oil, it does not clog your pores. It's really, really good. Okay, and then I make my Botox in a bottle, okay? This is what I like to call, essentially Botox in a bottle. So I use this. I can take a 10 milliliter rollerball, okay? And I put cypress, lavender, helichrysum, which is amazing. Even if you ever have had like a cut or a burn, this is so good for cuts and burns as well, as is lavender. Joy, I'll put the recipes for these up as well, but it's about, let's see, 1 drop of helichrysum, 6 drops of frankincense, 6 drops of lavender, 1 drop of myrrh, and 1 drop of the sandalwood. I'm sorry, don't put joy. I don't know why that's, I put joy on my body earlier, not in my Botox. And so I just take that and I rub it all around my eyes, wherever I feel like I could use some Botox, around my lips. I should just take a bath in it. But that is, again, awesome. And I use this morning and night. And then the toner, again, I'll use at night, and the serum I'll use at night. So that is awesome. And then I'll just show you what I do for my lotion. So for lotion, I love, if you guys have ever seen, I don't know if who's seen what, but the Cellulite massage oil, this has grapefruit, and I believe it has a ton of oils in it, but grapefruit, cypress, really, really good for your vein, for blood flow, for veins, for getting all the, we say getting the kind of like the fluff off, right? And what I do is I just take one of these pump bottles. This is, I think, an 8 ounce. And I take like the cleanest lotion I can find, okay? So I just get the Whole Foods brand 365 fragrance-free lotion. It's pretty benign. And I fill it about halfway up fill this bottle halfway up with lotion. And then I fill about probably another probably about most of the way up with some more of the massage oil, and then top it off with the lotion. I only do it that way just so that it's easier to mix up, and then I just give it a good shake for a few minutes. And this is so good and so moisturizing for your skin, for your legs. This is what I moisturize my whole body in. So those are like super easy. It does not take long at all. Quick, easy DIY skin solutions that you can do. And you don't have to, I mean, this can be, you can create your own mix, you know, however you like. If there's a particular oil you really don't like the smell of, then change it up. It's not a big deal. So many of these oils are so, so good for your skin. I'm a firm believer in it, because I know that when I used to go to the store to buy lotions, the assumption was that they were going to nourish my skin and do all the things that my skin needed. And that's actually not the case, because they're just filled with so much garbage and fragrances, and most of the time they end up drying your skin. So that is why I have become so in love with the essential oils, because I know I'm getting the best products and the most benefits. So having said that, if you did not want to DIY, if you did not have the time, there are other options, okay? So they actually have made, and they were out of stock for a very long time, but they make wipes. They makeup remover wipes. I actually just save these for when I travel. I don't typically use this because I have the Myrrh oil, cleansing oil. That's what I'll use. But the makeup remover wipes are awesome, okay? They have Art makes, this is kind of like for the mature line, I guess you'd call it, a toner, which is fantastic. Addison actually uses it as well, my daughter who's 13. It's really nice, really refreshing, and has very similar benefits to my DIY toner. And then this is the Art line, again, has the cleanser and the light moisturizer, which I feel, for the most part, I use this during the day. For the most part, this is enough moisture for me all year long, okay? But then at night, I will use the Boswellia Wrinkle Cream all over my face. And the Wolfberry Eye Cream, which is amazing. And it's super thick, okay? You just need like a little dot on each eye. It's fantastic. If you find that you are having hormonal breakouts, there's one oil that I would really recommend. I mean, at this, for women in their 30s, 40s, I would recommend anyways using Progessence Plus for hormonal support. You do not put this on your face. You would put it on like your forearms, where there's very thin skin. This is fantastic for hormonal support. So you would not necessarily get those breakouts at certain times of the month. I have found that to be incredibly helpful. And then, of course, my supplements that I take every day, regardless. Sulfurazine powder, which has the MSM in it, which MSM is just basically massive, massive nourishment for your skin. It's so good for you. This is great for hair, skin, and nails. And it also, the sulfurazine powder has a prebiotic in it. So it's also helping work out gut health as well. And then my Life 9 probiotic, which I take at night. So this I take in the morning and this at night, okay? And from that, and then from there, it's all good. Anybody else have any questions? I can't see everybody. There we go. Hey, Stephanie. Anything I can answer? You're muted, Kim.
There you go. Do your kids use the same thing? Like, does Addison use the same products as you, or do you recommend, like, do you make her own stuff, or does she just use some of the products you were talking about?
So she does a little bit of both. So she really likes the Orange Blossom line a lot, which I like as well. But she'll also go and find recipes. There are lots of young YouTubers out there who use Young Living products and do DIY with them. So she has made a lot of her own stuff too. But the Orange Blossom line is awesome, and the charcoal bar soap is really, really good. I feel like Michael, when he tends to get like little breakouts when he's playing hockey around his nose and stuff. So I will have him use that just to kind of like get any bacteria or anything yucky out of there.
Okay.
Cool. So I have a question. If you just have regular sandalwood, do you get the same benefits as the Royal? How much different are the two?
So I only have the Royal, and a lot of the recipes called for the sandalwood. I've just always had the Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood, so that's what I used.
Okay, but you could use either one.
Yeah.
Does that go the same for frankincense, like sacred and regular? Are they the same, somewhat? Like,
I think Kim, you can answer that probably a little bit better. I don't have the sacred frankincense. I think for the sacred frankincense, I think that has more to do with kind of emotional support. Would you say?
Yeah, so sacred frankincense is like the big guns. If anybody is ever been to a pretty religious mass where they actually had the thing, I don't know what it's called, which I apologize for, like the thing that like the cantor would swing back and forth and the incense would actually come out in it. When you smelled a church, sacred frankincense smells exactly like that. They're actually, so Botswana, which Jen touched upon as far as the wrinkle cream, there's 3 different versions of frankincense. That is just a different version of it. So it's coming from a different form of Botswana plant. But it is kind of, we refer to it as the big gun. So the same thing with sandalwood and sacred sandalwood. I mean, Royal Hawaiian and sacred sandalwood, it falls into those same categories. Both of them are great for your skin. One of them is just a little bit more, you know, of a punch. So you'll be able to interact either one of those back and forth.
okay.
Anybody else? Anybody on Facebook have any questions? I have people on Facebook watching you, so I figured I would have them. They can ask you questions. I was like, I know Stephanie's like, oh, there's Rachel. Stephanie's like part-time doing multiple things, but Stephanie also has a really good toner.
Yeah. You have the one with green tea, right? Oh, she's.
I made that one too. The green tea with the aloe and the longevity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's
That's
nice.
One of them. Jen, just on the toner that you had mentioned that you make with the rose water, glycerin, and 20 drops of geranium, I may have missed because of the multitasking. You mentioned peppermint. How many drops of peppermint are you using?
I'm only using like 5. I don't want it to be too minty. I just want that refreshing feel. The geranium I want for the skin support, and I used to really not like floral smells, and for some reason geranium is like amazing to me. I used to really not like it at all.
I don't like it. I got to be honest right now, but it's new to me. So I felt the same way about other oils in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, we so much so that we put it in the laundry detergent now. We just drop it right in the washing machine. Addison asks me to put it in, and we put it on our dryer balls too. I'm telling you, I did not like it for so long, and now for some reason, whatever, maybe my body needs it. I don't know.
That'll do it.
It does smell amazing in laundry, I will say. It does.
It does? I'll
Yeah,
have to try it on the dryer balls. Okay.
Yep, and also in the laundry detergent, like, you know, you pour it.
Okay. In the cup, like where you put the.
Yep.
Where you pour your. Okay.
Yeah, so it smells really good. Jen gave me that clue. I was like, wow.
I have a question, Jen. Emma has been getting like these little like dry some kind of a little dryness behind her ears. And I'm just wondering, for somebody her age, what would you recommend, and would you dilute it a little bit more because she's so young? Like something that you might use for your own dry skin. Do you have like a recipe for something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I would use like a helichrysum or lavender, but I would add an oil to it. So those are not hot oils, so they, especially lavender, is really healing. Helichrysum is too, but
okay.
So she shouldn't feel any like negative effects from it. But I would you can always dilute it with some oil. You'll still get the same benefits.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yeah, like a fractionated coconut oil.
Okay.
Whatever you got.
Something like that. Okay, perfect.
Rachel, does it look like it's eczema or psoriasis or anything like that? Or is it just like dryness from the change in weather potentially?
Well, she had it over the summer too, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on it. It doesn't look really, really scabby like eczema. So I don't think it's that serious. I think I don't know if it's just because behind the ears doesn't get a whole lot of attention generally. Like I'm pretty good about like lotioning her up everywhere else, and I just kind of forget about that area. So I'm going to try to just focus on it for a little bit and see if I can just kind of resolve it myself. I don't think it's eczema though.
Yeah. If you're when you're doing a lotion reach, I would do something that doesn't have any fragrance in it, like a 365 or something totally fragrance free and pretty clean.
Okay.
Add, you can add scents to it. You can add lavender to it too.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea because what I'm using right now is scented, and I didn't even think about that. So that makes sense. I'll switch that out.
And then always like, you know, they have the prebiotic, we call it, the kids call them pre-bi probis. It's the prebiotic probiotic that's called Mighty Pros for kids.
Okay.
Really good for their gut health.
Awesome.
And it's like, it tastes like a pixie stick. It comes in little packets.
Perfect.
Candy.
Sweet. Thank you.
And what would you say has been the biggest noticeable difference since you've obviously switched out most of your skincare products? Would you say, I mean, they always say to what? Wash, tone, moisturize. And in that kind of layering effect, would you say has been the one, if you're going to do the most, has given you the most results?
Well, obviously, I mean, moisturizing, I say, I mean, you would always want clean skin. And trying to use cleaner makeup is certainly a big thing. But I feel like since, you know, becoming more and more aware of wellness in general, definitely important. It's a package deal, I think, because I feel like you need to do both. You need to go from the inside and, you know, from the outside and attack your skin both ways. So I definitely think like water, good vitamins, and then definitely moisturizer. That's my opinion. What have you found?
Oh, obviously the same too, like the water consumption, you know, I'll quote Kim here because she's the one who like drills that home. You don't think about how much water you drink when you know you're sipping on your Yeti, but and some of us like it cold, like me, unlike her, but you literally have to drink half your weight in water. If you actually try to do that and aren't a water person, that can be, you know,
It's hard.
overwhelming.
I'm not and so I have to like, I hot water all day. I have my Yeti, which has Ningxia in water in it, but it's an effort for me.
I mean, it's an effort for the people I love in my life too. I mean, it's hard for them too. I'd say the same, you know, the water, taking good supplements. We talk about a lot about the Young Living absorption rate of our supplements, like even vitamin C. Kim posted something the other day about the body doesn't make it. You have to give it to it. And if you don't give it one that the body can use, well then might as well just like flush it, you know, kind of. But yeah, hydration. For skincare, I would always say, obviously it does start from the inside. And I think a lot of people don't recognize that because in my old career, you know, people with really bad skin and they'd be like, well, fix it, make it beautiful. Well, what else is happening? But that I'm not qualified. But no, I definitely, I found for me sometimes like in this winter, I don't need the toner as much. You know, different things that you do get to play with.
Yeah.
And I think you even mentioned it too in like your different serums, right? Like you can add or subtract what your skin's needing.
Exactly. And everybody,
Climate, weather.
yeah. And during the summer, I might use something different for a cleanser. I might use the orange blossom for the cleanser in the summer because I feel like that's, you know, it's my skin isn't as dry.
I know that I definitely noticed with the with my version of it, changing the carrier oil a lot of times kind of made that huge difference of what was happening. Not because
you like them right now.
Right now, I am loving, and I am going to butcher the heck out of the name of it, but I'm sure it'll make sense to you guys. Is it No Bajoba, but
Oh,
Oh,
Bajoba?
I don't know that
that
one.
one.
Bob?
What's in it?
Yeah. So, and it's cold pressed this oil. Yeah, 100 organic cold pressed this oil. And it's the same woman or company, I should say, that I get my rose hip and my jojoba oil from, because she only does like straight cold pressed, nothing else.
Is
You
that
know,
an
just as
Amazon
much as
or
like,
is that
you know,
like
you
a
guys.
special order?
No, she sells that on Amazon, but it's no different than like the Nows. You know, that's avocado, but you know, so I think too, like playing with those kinds of things, your carrier oil, just like you mentioned the cellulite B6 for another thing. It definitely, you know, the oils can do magic on their own, but I think a lot of times it's what we put with them to get that moisture, to get that result we're looking for. That's the part to play with more so than like follow this recipe all the time. I mean, you always need a base of a recipe, but then you do have to play with it. You know, I found that frankincense was actually drying my skin out in like my eye area when I would use it straight up. But when I put a couple of drops of that oil that I can't say, I get the same result. That's horrible. The same results that like, you know, Kim gets by doing it too.
Yeah, I learned that a while ago. I
think
thought
that's
oils were moisturizing when in fact they're not necessarily. They can be drying, but that's all you have to do is balance it with a carrier oil, and so you can get both the benefits. So
a double whammy there. And I definitely just want to say that point that you touched on too, like for those of us that are makeup wearers, looks like I see Elaine, I see Megan right now, and Jen and myself, obviously we do wear it. So making sure that not only do you need that clean surface, but you also need to be putting, yeah, I left you out. Wait, she wears, I know what she wears. She wears one of them. Here it is. Don't you like Lip Savvy? That one? Kim?
Yeah.
You wear that.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Still a little glossy. Kids will still make fun of you. But putting clean makeup on, and I was super excited to see the launch of the new mascaras because, you know, makeup wearers are picky. You know, that's why, you know, you go into the department stores and there can be more than one outlet for one brand at like Nordstrom's, Macy's, you know, you have them at all. But that's because, you know, it was the Savvy line is going to continue to evolve and not die with Young Living. You know, when they made that announcement, I was excited to see that.
yeah, me too. I just got them today. So
I'm relaying Elaine's message because she's on multiple calls, but she said she got both of them and she's using them and she said they're awesome. I was talking to someone the other day who said that the best way to use them is, I guess you're supposed to use both of them.
I
So
did.
Yeah.
one, like one volume, one lengthens, and then you really, because they were joking around about you could replace your falsies, right? So you really get that like,
Yeah.
so you guys are gonna have to play around with it and do some big eyes.
Oh yeah.
Jen, back to the massage oil. Do you mix that with lotion because it's too greasy on its own?
No, I just mix it because I just wanted that that thickness, I guess.
You like the thickness of lotion, okay.
But
Because I haven't used that oil yet, that massage oil yet. So, but it would absorb as any other body oil typically.
doesn't stain your clothes. It gets totally absorbed. It's awesome.
Okay.
The Genesis massage oil also has MSM in it. So that's, again, I just found that out. So I'm probably gonna hit that massage oil up next because MSM of course is your skin. So that's just another one to keep on the back of your head, but it's really good.
Okay.
And I love the smell of the Cellulite Magic. That's probably one of the biggest reasons I use it. I just love that grapefruit and cypress smell together. So.
Okay.
Megan, I use it straight up and like we'll get into bed or put on my pajamas, and I've had no.
Okay, it's not like you don't have like oil marks on your clothes or anything.
No, but I like, again, I don't have silk sheets, so if anybody, I like, I'm not sure if anybody does that anymore, but you never know. Some people have silk pillows, so.
No, they don't. Yeah, nothing at all.
Oh, it is silk everything. Okay.
What'd you say?
She's sliding around.
I thought I was like, wow, she's got her own silk, her whole silk pillows.
My mom uses those still.
Addison uses them.
Yeah, it's
Addison does?
They're
supposed to keep
washable. I
their
have
wrinkles.
one. They're washable. The ones I have.
The slip one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anybody in Facebook land, because I think they can probably hear me, have any questions for Jen that I can relay? Or anybody else have questions for her? Silence. Silence.
The poppy seed lip scrub. Has anybody, Meg, have you tried this?
Oh, no.
Oh my God. This stuff is awesome. It's like, I love it.
Oh.
So nice.
Really?
It's fun. I remember when I started this whole thing, I'm like, how am I going to order from that company every month? And now it's like, how am I not going to order $500 worth of stuff every month? It's crazy. I have a notebook with like a list of things.
I know. Sometimes I come across an oil I don't have, and I'm like, how do I not have that?
So many I don't have, but yeah, I feel like that. Like every post, I'm like, oh, put that on the list.
And now I've got Tommy Rick, so he's like fully on board with the supplements now, and he's like, "Did you order me this? Did you?" Oh, got to take care of you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anybody? Anyone? Kim, you're muted again.
I want to hear I was gonna say, I just want to hear your results. What you think of mascara? Because I don't have them. I have the original one.
Oh, the new mascara that I just did the double. I did
Keep
the.
us posted.
I'll let you know how it comes off too. But yeah, the consistency is way different than the old one.
Okay.
Elaine's back. She says she really likes them. Volume is first. She goes, it's like falsies. Volume first, lengthening second. I love them. That's her second. She's a fan.
She's a winner chicken dinner on that one.
Elaine, we're gonna have you take your eyelashes and do them, and then flash them up on social media so we can all see them. Okay.
I totally
That's a
love them.
tough
And the
shot,
Valor
I'll tell
deodorant.
ya.
Oh, I need to try Valor deodorant.
She did say, "Okay, I will."
Okay, she will. She'll do it.
She will. She's great
won't
like that.
until I can see my eyebrow waxer because it's going well.
It's funny. I was just saw on something that Ed was reading, like haircuts gone wrong during quarantine. I was just like, don't. Some of them were really bad.
I am.
LOL.
We're all like, okay. All
We're all
right.
hiding.
Kim's gonna have a bob by the end of this.
Yeah, we're like, yeah, I'm not quite sure what's gonna happen. I'll have to do like those braids. I don't know.
Still looks great.
Thank you, darling.
Elaine's gonna use her old mascara on her grays to cover up her grays.
Oh, that's a good idea. Perfect.
Let us know how that goes.
She will.
I will. LOL.
Not being legal.
Perfect. Well, I think, thank you, Jen. I mean, I wrote down pretty much all of your recipes, but I'm sure you'll get them up there somewhere. But it's always interesting. Like, that I have mine, but that doesn't mean that a change wouldn't be helpful. Because like you said, skin changes, whether it's seasonal, whether it's something going on with you, whether you're not getting your Progressence Plus, all that good stuff. So that was a huge key help. So I appreciate that. And Botox in a bottle, I would like to try. I didn't get all of the drop amounts, but
Yeah, I'll give you the recipe.
Did you find these on the blog, or where you usually, or you just search kind of, or?
Yeah, so there's a ton of information out there. You can get it on the Young Living blog. You can also go on to Pinterest. Pinterest has a ton of recipes.
Oh, okay.
Just make sure when you search it, you need to search Young Living, like Botox in a bottle.
Okay.
You're getting the recipes, for Young Living oils, or so you're getting good stuff. But
And then
Okay.
too, following some of our upline, like Echo, for example, Echo Summer, she's huge into skincare. That's where I get a lot of mine from her, because I
Okay.
wish I looked like her, but
Yeah.
I don't.
No, you don't.
She's gorgeous. Well, she's gorgeous. So I'd like that
Echo
effect.
Summer, I'll have to search. Okay. She's probably
on
on Facebook and Instagram. Okay.
Yeah, she's on Instagram. We did record this, so I will save this so people can go back and listen to it again. It's also being streamed on most of your social media right now, so you can go watch it on your social media. And then you can answer questions there. But Jen can also, if she has little recipes, she can put them in the comments when we do it. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Jen.
thanks, guys.
Bye. Thank you guys. Have an awesome day.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.